Turn left. Turn right, then turn right. Turn right, then turn left. Turn right on Stone.
Man, be quiet. Shh, be quiet. Ties not to be right. We choppers. Roll the windows up on that trash truck. Up here, let's scoot back. Maybe it'll trigger this light, man. Oh, man. It's a comfort ride to the airport. Come on, light. If I was to go around that way, do the UE that way, it'll be red. So here it goes. There's something in the back. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about going to Austin this weekend, man, because there's no comfort rides here, even though I got one right now. That's why I came up here on this side. The money's out here on this side. Man, is a bomb gonna go off or what? What is that, for the hearing impaired or what? Or the vision impaired? Line at. There you go. Stepped over the line again. I went to Sonic, get the burger and get the double meat and bacon and the chili cheese fries and the Reese's ice cream, and then man, when I get to the house, only one patty on the burger. The receipt flew out when I got out of the car, so and I went to sleep. I don't know why I keep on getting the chili cheese fries. She usually got the cheese tots. Keycode box, there it is. Is this right? Hello, Patrice?
Yes.
No, all right. Let me back it up a little bit.
I just go ahead and get out there in case you got lost. Okay. They just kept saying search.
Oh, for a driver? Yeah, I just turned it on. I was charging the. It's all
Okay,
right.
so I'm going to Delta Airport.
All right.
Woo.
Yeah, I was charging the car and I just turned it on. I barely turned it on, so.
Oh, it's electric.
Yeah, it's electric. I was charging it at Target
Well,
on.
thank you for turning it on. I don't like to make reservations in advance because I'm always afraid they're going to forget about me. I'll get lost in a big black hole.
Yeah, I don't.
So I like to just wait and call.
Yeah, I don't do the reservations. It takes like an hour
Yeah.
to do, even
And
if it's
it's
like a
like
20-minute ride.
But then it just kept searching and searching. I'm like, God, is nobody out yet? So, thank goodness.
Thank goodness, man.
What a morning already. I was trying to, so I don't have to check my luggage. I never do that. I mean, I always
Oh, you
check,
want the carry-on?
I always check luggage, but this time I got to wait in the airport for a long time. And once I read, once you go pick up your bag, you can't get back into the terminal, into security.
Oh, after you go through the TSA?
Yeah. So I'm like, well, what am I going to do? And I don't want to leave my luggage sitting there for 6 hours. Because somebody might steal it nowadays.
Let me go.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna do that U-turn right there. Make it a little faster for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that light takes forever. You could have a snooze fest. I hate that light.
Yeah, it'll be a little faster if I did the UE right here.
All right. Chris. So yeah, I was trying to pack everything into a
One bag.
carry-on. Hope it doesn't explode mid-flight. Because it's packed in there. I'm like, oh shit.
I haven't rode an airplane in I don't know how long.
Yeah, I just hope there's no crazies on board. That we got a duct tape or something.
You got the duct tape.
No, but
Somebody will, right?
I'll spray them with perfume. I don't know, in their eyes. I'll do some. I'll figure it out. I've been watching too many of those. I love to watch those airport, those Karens or whoever. I shouldn't just say Karens. The airport catastrophes with people never fail to
You should have watched that before you're
entertain.
gonna. Yeah, you should have watched that before you're gonna get on the airplane.
And so, no, that's okay. And so, I said, I hope I don't have one of those on. People are so crazy nowadays.
Yeah, they are. That's part of the scandemic. That's what I call it. The pandemic.
Oh, where are you going?
I
This
think-
is Valero.
Yeah, well, it's. I guess you can't get on the freeway that
No,
way.
you can. You can.
You sure?
Yeah, I just
right.
did it Monday.
All right.
But you don't go to the first right like we used to. You have to go to the light and then turn right. I'll show you. Yeah, because this is my way. I have to go.
Yeah, he's telling me to cut through there to get to Utsa.
Valero, that's not going to let you cut through there.
Yeah, it's gonna go to Utsa and get on I-10 from over there.
Okay, so just stay in this lane and then. I mean, unless they shut it down at night, but I don't think so.
Yeah,
Okay, so the normal curve on the right.
yeah, it looks like it's open. Well, nah.
So you're going to go up to the light and turn there.
All right. You never know what they're doing these days, so.
Oh, I know. I don't know how many times I've gotten up here and I've had to turn around and go all the way to 410 and go that route.
Yeah, it looks like it's closed.
Oh, fart. It was just open Monday. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Well, that's the way to do it. Well, you can go
I go straight.
281.
Yeah, I go to him. Yeah, that's why I was telling me to go through there. I don't know. I don't like second guessing the GPS. But sometimes I do if I already know the area. But
Yeah, because GPS doesn't always. Sometimes it sends you in a loop. But yeah, I just went there Monday.
unless you think it's faster for me to go around this way. But because it's gonna go through military. Look.
Well, you're the driver, so I'm sorry.
It's all
I'm
right.
being a backseat
It's all right.
annoying driver. So.
Usually the passenger knows best.
But yeah, that exit right there has gotten me so frustrated because they keep closing.
Yeah, but
it.
why aren't they working? They got
Well,
it.
because it's more money in their pocket when they're sitting idle.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense though. Like if you
I
complete the
know.
project sooner, then you get the more money. Not
I
if you
know.
drag your feet.
Well, look at 35. There's a perfect example.
Oh, all the way to Austin and even on the other
No.
side of Austin.
You'll be dead before that'll be finished.
Yeah. Yeah, there's more police blocking the road than there are workers.
Right?
And then the police get paid more than the construction worker just doing nothing, sitting there. wants me to turn on military. If you want, I'll go 2812.
Yeah, it's up to you, sir. Whatever you think is best to get us there the quickest.
Yeah, because you never
Probably
know.
should have just gone Bandera to 410. That was the other way. You just never know at night what they're doing with these roads.
Yeah, you don't.
So, it's all a guessing game.
What time's your flight?
Well, it's at 6:30, but I'm supposed to be there 2 hours ahead of time because apparently this holiday
It's packed.
is the busiest holiday, I guess, after Thanksgiving. So,
That's
although I am, leaving before the weekend, but still.
that says 457, the ETA.
Oh, cool.
That's probably why it has us going through here, because it's the freeway shut down. But where are the workers at? That's what I always want to know.
Chris wants to know.
Yeah, I talk crap to him. Well, I used to talk crap to him all the time.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Because they're all just standing there doing nothing. At least they got this fixed.
Does your profits or revenue turn out pretty good with the electric car and Uber?
Not in San Antonio. I usually go to Austin, but UT's out right now, so yeah, I'll drive to Austin and drive back. And
You mean a fare or just,
nah, just
stay up there and do several rides?
Yeah, because one time I had a ride. It was a premiere ride. I dropped them off in Austin, and I had like 6 hours left. It was on a Saturday, so I stayed the rest of my time out there, and I could make almost twice as much as I make over here.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't like driving over here, but I live over here, so
Well, they got a pretty busy downtown, and
yeah. Like if I do 30 rides, 10 of them are to the airport. And I park where I was like the closest to like 5 hotels. In the morning about 3:30, 4 o'clock. That's when the rides start coming in. But I usually go to charge the car closer to my house on Marbach in 410. I said, oh, let me come over here because I know there's
But
more money over here.
Everywhere you charge it, you still have to pay for electricity.
Oh,
right?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But the rates vary depending on the time. I mostly drive overnight, but after I ate yesterday, I went to sleep. Then I woke up about 2 o'clock. I said, man, let me get out here by 4, charged up all the way, close to all the way, so I won't have to stop till about 10 or 11 to go charge it again, maybe. Because after 11 the rates go up dramatically.
11 in the morning?
Yeah, 11 in the morning, the rates for to charge the car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll go from like 30 something cents to 50 cents.
Damn.
Right now I think it was just like 24 cents over here. It's cheaper over here at the one on at the Target on Bandera in 1604.
Interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about maybe Thursday night going to Austin to see how it is and see if it's gonna be worth it. I'm thinking more people are gonna be there or be at home.
Oh yeah, you'll have
in
more
Austin.
people definitely out and about. People be out partying and stuff.
Yeah, because doing Uber in San Antonio is like $20 an hour. Houston's like 30.
Oh,
And Austin's like 35 to 40. since Austin is way closer than Houston.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. Especially if you put in a lot of hours over a week, it's a lot of money.
Sure.
But the people in San Antonio don't tip much. Houston neither. But Austin they do. Especially when you take people to the airport and pick them up. But I usually don't pick them up. I just drop them off at the airport. I'm not going to be waiting 30 minutes to get a ride. Even though the diamond driver gets... That's what I don't understand sometimes. Because the diamond driver gets put in the front of the line. And the electric cars get preferred treatment over gas cars. There's so many variables because like last Sunday when I was working, I couldn't even get a ride, man. I couldn't even get a ride, so I just turn it off and go home. I don't know if they know that's what people do when they start acting like that. 'Cause they it's something called trip radar, and then they send it out to I don't know how many the offer. So I don't know how many drivers, and I know there's not all those drivers have an electric car and a diamond driver. I don't know why they're getting it over me. So I was like, nah, I just go home. So I don't make no money, they don't make no money.
Well, that's true. Do you do Lyft too?
I don't do Lyft.
Just Uber.
Yeah, because when I do Uber, my plate's full. It's rare that I drive in San Antonio. I'd rather drive to Austin, even though it takes me an hour and 15 minutes. But it takes way longer coming back because usually I come back, it's during rush hour or something. And 35 is horrible.
Oh, yeah. I don't even like to get on that road.
It's the 18-wheelers that make it so horrible.
Yeah, I've always said they should have their own highway, you know? Like, build up a new one. Whenever they're doing the upgrades, give them the old one and let them be off by themselves.
Well, what it is, if they look before they change lanes, less people will be dying. I don't know how many times they almost... Yeah, like 6 times they almost got me, man.
Really?
Yeah. Like 4 within this past month. It was 2, so...
You must have an angel looking out for you.
Well, I'm very observant and very cautious when I'm around them. As soon as I see them, I look at their tires. If they start crossing the line, I just get out the way, man. There's nothing I can do.
Right.
There's nothing. I just get out the way. Of course, I'm mad. They almost... I had a police officer in the car last week, and the 18-wheeler ran me on the shoulder, pushed me on the shoulder, but he told me that a lot of them are foreigners. A lot of the drivers, 18-wheeler drivers, are foreigners, and
Well, that's one of the things Trump was saying a while back about having that all the...
they should know English.
Yeah, they should know English, so...
And that's what he told me too. He says, yeah, the DMV is making sure or that they know English. So yeah, you need to know English. How are you gonna read the signs, you know?
Right. Well, and more likely if they're going to know English, they're going to have had to study in English to pass the test and, you know, be more familiar.
Yeah, Trump has some good ideas, but he doesn't implement them right, man.
Well, he's got a lot of forces against him, you know? I mean...
Because
everything he tries to do,
they're cutting Medicaid, Medicare, and all that, and that's something that we don't need to be cutting, man. Make it more efficient, you know. Don't just millions of people are going to be without health care. And those are the people who need it the most. I don't know, he makes me laugh though.
He's a character for sure. A life-size character.
But I don't know how he thinks he bucking the system and doing all this and all that, and after he's elected, whoever's elected next is going to change everything back. That's how they do. They change everything that each other does. It's an Uber driver right here.
How do you know?
By looking at their screen, looks like this.
Oh.
Yeah, and a lot of Uber drivers are foreigners too, so.
Oh, that I know. Yeah, because I've had an Uber driver that doesn't speak any English.
It's like
or very, very minimal. It was like.
Yeah, you would think they would need to speak English.
It was hard to communicate, let's just say. I was having a difficult time. It was like, what?
Did they have an earpiece in their ear?
No.
Most of them died with.
I can't remember, but it was just hard to communicate with them to tell them what, like. This or do that. I remember stepping out of the car at the end going, oh my God, don't they have to speak English to get this job? I don't know. It was just frustrating.
It's like you would think they would have to know English to get their driver's license. I would think. Thank goodness I was on your side of town, ma'am.
I'm very thankful. Yes, very thankful.
Where are you headed?
I'm headed to Wisconsin. But it's hot up there this week. Last week it wasn't. But, well, it's not as hot. I think this week the highs are just going to be like in the 80s and then the lows are in the 60s. Pretty much every day.
Oh, so it's good weather over there.
Yeah, it'll be cool. It will be cooler than here, for sure.
Yeah, people think this is an easy job, man, but you could die every time you get in the car. I don't know how many times I could have died already.
Oh no, I don't think it's an easy job. Because I know I've thought about being an Uber driver, and then I thought I would be like, I would have to have like that, what did I say? I said, because I don't do anything to provoke other drivers as far as giving them a finger or yelling at them, but I yell in my car.
Yeah.
And so I would have to keep that quiet for the passenger. I would be like getting too excited, so yeah, I'd have a hard time with that. Keeping my mouth shut.
Yeah, I get the finger stuck at me all the time, man. I'm like, your day's going that bad, you got to stick that, because I know I didn't do anything wrong. They're in the wrong and they stick the finger. I'm like,
no, I would never do that, because you never know what. Well, first of all, that's pointless. But why? You don't know what somebody would turn around with a gun.
Yeah, you don't know how bad the next person's days
use
go.
their vehicle as a weapon.
Oh yeah, I've had people try to hit me too.
Yeah, so it's like, oh hell no.
I think it was on Super Bowl Sunday. I was coming on 14 coming this way, and somebody first car did went through the underpass and did the UE. They didn't yield it all to me, so I'm like, then the second car didn't. Man, I had to press the brakes and I blew the horn. the lady started sticking the finger at me. I'm like, lady, I just saved your life, lady, because I could have hit you.
Man, there's a lot of traffic out here.
Yeah, the first flight's leaving like at 5 o'clock, so. Yeah, you got to get in the right lane. If not, you're gonna. I don't know. Nobody's gonna let them in. I'm not letting. I got in this lane, so y'all could have got in this lane too. Yeah, they expect you to let them in. I'm not.
Oh, I hear you. I'm like, if I've been waiting that long, I'm not letting anybody
I'm not
in.
letting. No, if it's the police or something, I'll let them in. But or if it's someone's asking me, hey, can I get in? You know, hey, yeah, go ahead.
Hey, did you see where the owner of Las Palapas
Got killed?
was killed?
Yeah, by his relative.
I know. So that's terrible. I was reading that last night.
Yeah, I saw it on this morning on the. Because I watch the news all the time.
He was like, helping him out, giving him a place to.
No, I think they were saying that the son invited the cousin
Yeah.
over, and I guess
Well,
the
like
dad
the
probably
guy-
didn't like it or something. And,
I don't know.
yeah, but sometimes you got to know when to say nothing. If somebody you can see someone's deranged already,
That's just sad. Very sad. And his wife had died of cancer, I guess, like at the age of 49.
this dude don't want to let me in. I'm gonna get in. Then they're gonna go on this side. They're gonna get stuck. They're gonna get stuck on that side. These Uber drivers don't even know how to do this, man. I don't know why they don't.
Man, I'm glad I got here early. What time is it?
It's 4:58.
Oh, good.
I don't know how many times I came close to knocking people's doors off.
Oh, out here?
Yeah, you go right next to them, they open the door, right?
I know.
Don't even
people aren't
look.
paying attention.
Yeah, they don't even look like Delta's right here. This car's little, so it can squeeze anywhere.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Yeah. Trying to give them room to get out.
Mm,
Make sure I don't get the door knocked off.
right.
Have a safe flight, man. You will. I'll try my best. 1814. I'm not in a rush to get out of here. I'm in the front of the queue. Man, thank goodness I came on this side, man. That side, man, because who knows? She said it was searching. A nice lady. See, they have a camera. This person right here has a camera. They have the Rinky Dink camera. Yeah, because even the other day when I was leaving here, I took a ride and I still got a ride, like, leaving here. I don't know what's up with my boy Rudy, man. I haven't heard anything from him. I'm gonna keep on calling you, don't answer. I don't care who it is. Try to mosey on this access road. Kills the battery, man. Nah, Uber driving isn't for everybody, man. You gotta be very aware, man, because every time you jump in this car, it could be your last time, man. It's the one you don't see that's gonna kill you, man. It's the one that you don't see when you can't react. Rides to get that 150. Used to be 210, but turn right there. Got another ride. $13 ride. It's Uber X, so it's so I'm guessing close to 17 miles maybe. It's 1.2 miles to pick them up, so getting a comfort ride pays way more, man. I don't know how to explain it. It's more like closer to $1 a mile. Sometimes you get the get on and get off real quick. Just passes this line. This specs. Turn the car around, let me see. Here it comes. Mr. Christopher?
Yes, sir.
Just getting off of work, bro?
Yeah, man. Are you working all night? Or you working all night?
Nah, well, you're my second ride. I just took a ride to the airport. And I was heading that way, then I got your request.
Okay. Yeah, just getting out. Oh, this is a crazy shift. Getting this one, I get in at 9 and I get out at 5.
That's the opposite 9 to 5.
Yeah, exactly. And then, so just as I get home, the sun's coming up.
How long you been doing it?
This is like a second job for me. I've been
Damn.
doing it for about a year.
Second job?
Yeah, but my first one though it's very, I make my own hours. So
Oh, okay. It's flexible on the first one.
Yeah, I'm basically an apartment locator, so
Shit, I might need your number then.
Now you're getting the place.
Yeah, where we're at, I don't like it there, man. And my little brother, he wants to hang out with the neighbors outside all night, man. Like, what the fuck, fool? And so much bad shit happens, you know. And I'm not there to, be there just in case some shit pops off. And
So it's mostly the area, or this the location.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit of both, man. And my little brother, man, what's pissing me off about the shit, right, is his feet been swollen for a whole week. And I tell man, I said, man, you need to lay down and prop him up, man, for at least 1 or 2 days and let the swelling goes down. He doesn't. He wants to be on his feet, man. I said, when they cut your motherfucking feet off, don't ask me to push you in the wheelchair.
But did you say he's got like diabetes or something?
No, he's an alcoholic, but
Oh wow.
but it's already the signs of his liver and his kidneys are failing, you know.
Yeah, that'll happen. I used to drink a lot during COVID,
Yeah.
and I went to lockdown, and I went through a breakup, and I couldn't even go out really, and I was just stuck all day, and so I was going crazy, and I think a lot of people picked up drinking then too, but I was getting those signs too, the swollenness on my
On your lower extremities.
Yeah, it would get like
It's-
that. Like because your blood is, I think it's because your blood is so thin, or I'm not sure why.
Well, it's the circulation, man. The water's going to your feet,
Right.
and if the water's going to your feet, the blood is not.
Right. Yeah, and then also I was drinking so much at the time that I was getting those bumps at the bottom. I know it's a sign of, it's like some of the first signs for some diabetes.
But that's the thing, man. Look, my little brother's depressed, man, and alcohol's depressing. Like you're saying, you were depressed. You know what I'm saying? When your girl leaves you, you're gonna be depressed. You know. But his girl passed away, though. You know what I'm saying? In his arms, so he's fucked up, bro. And I don't know.
Well, how long ago?
It's already been 2 years, man.
Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't want to snap out of it. He's drinking, man, and
A lot of times, you can be going through something, and then the alcohol can kind of make you feel like you don't have to think about whatever's been bothering you for a while.
shit, it's
But
better to smoke a joint or smoke a blunt.
Oh,
That's,
yeah,
that shit is way better than alcohol.
but then you create a new problem. You have a problem with alcohol, and then it's also expensive, and you kind of tend to want to drink more and more, and it's like a chain reaction, and then it starts affecting everybody around you, depending on how much you drink.
I used to drink, man, but I never thought of myself as an alcoholic. Even when I was younger, man, I used to drink and get drunk like every day when I was younger, you know. But now I'm 52 years old, man. That shit is over with, man.
I was fine for like 30 years. Like I would just every once in a while, maybe once a week or maybe twice a week. But then when COVID hit and I went to the breakup, that's when I picked up hardcore drinking. And that's a powerful thing. I even had a seizure when but not by the alcohol, not by being drunk, but by quitting being.
Oh, yeah, you gotta wane off of it, man.
Definitely. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, you gotta wane off alcohol, man.
That can be dangerous. If you have it at the wrong time, or if like you're driving.
Yeah.
But see, I had quit for a whole week when it happened.
No shit? It hit you a week later?
Yeah, I didn't. Because typically, if you quit your drinking, the first 2 to 3 days is probably the hardest.
Yeah.
And you'll get the shakes sometimes.
Yeah.
Depending on how bad you are.
Did you get the shakes?
Oh, definitely, for sure.
You need a little taste. Just a little taste, man.
Yeah, well, I didn't know. I know now.
Yeah.
You go slow, but I didn't know that was a thing. I was just like, hey, I need to stop this, you know.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to be good. But
You could die from just stopping like that, man.
yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know the danger of it. That's something that anybody tells you, you know. I was just like, oh, this is what I'm gonna have to go through, quitting, you know. But yeah, I had a seizure.
So how is it now? You're working around with alcohol all the time.
Actually, I recently had quit for 4 months completely, and I didn't drink anything. But I still do it like now. I do a little bit, but you know, as long as work can help out a lot, don't.
And the idle time is what kills you, right?
Yes.
So that's the thing. My little brother doesn't work and do nothing, man.
Yeah, that's kind of that can be an endless cycle. Yeah, it's a downward spiral.
Yeah, I'm trying to help him, man, and he thinks I'm supposed to handle him with kid and gloves, man, and I'm gonna be rough on you.
Does he? That what?
He thinks I'm gonna handle him with kid and gloves. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
be like, oh,
right.
please.
Well, the thing is you push everybody away. Either it's your mood, or you say things you regret, or there's all kinds of things. And it's just you can really push away the closest people to you. And you start. They can see an uglier side of you.
Yeah.
On the alcohol. But I remember when I quit, my best friend was like, even when I wasn't drinking, you could tell that my personality was completely different.
Yeah.
And they were like, I haven't heard you like this in a long time. And he's like, that's what he was telling me. And I was just completely normal, mellow, chill. And he was like, yeah, man, this is how I always am. But I've always been this way. But
You're not the real you when you're drinking, man. And
yeah, it's very easy to pop off on people and say things you regret. But no, I do drink. But so I just quit for 4 months just to I cut it completely out, and then not too long ago I just started seeing if I could do it a little bit like on social.
yeah.
Or just, you know, just not every day, all day.
Well, you have something to do, man.
Yeah, that's very important is to stay busy and get things done.
This is where I fucked up, right? My little brother, he was like, man, you know, I'm being candid with you. He's like, man, I'd stop drinking if I had weed to smoke. You know, we're not from San Antonio, so we don't know the people, you know. I said, man, I hollered at my homeboy in the H. So we got some for him, and I told him he didn't drink for 2 weeks. And I told him, this is where I fucked up though, man. I'm trying to give him a little bit of praise, you know what I'm saying? I said, damn, Leonard, you haven't drank in 2 weeks, man. I'm proud of you, bro. But this is the second part is where I fucked up at. I said, I can understand if you had the shakes and you needed a little taste. I can understand.
Oh.
When I went to work, when I came back, mind you, it's 2 weeks later. When I came back,
Yeah.
he's drunk as a skunk. I said, man, what happened, man? Oh, I had the shakes. I said, come on, man. Now you fucking lying to me, man.
Yeah, you don't.
You get the shakes like 2 or 3 days later.
You gave him a way. You kind of. I mean, it's his fault, but you kind of made it easier for him to do it.
I gave him that idea.
Yeah.
It's like-
it's not your fault. You're trying to be.
Yeah, I'm trying to, you know, I'm just candid, real, point blank with it, you know, like, just like I am in everyday life, man. Come on, bro. And then he tells me, oh, you think you're gonna be able to talk me into something when you're talking to me like that? I said, man, I'm not gonna talk to you nice. Oh, please, Leonard, stop drinking. Please. But what I'm supposed to, that's not gonna work.
No, it's not.
He got to cross that bridge.
Well, a lot of times, for me, it went on for a while, quite a while, and pretty difficult to just have somebody tell me. It was when I started letting it spill over into my work,
Yeah.
and it was also it's also expensive if you drink. It costs money.
What was your poison?
Well, I had a couple different phases. I've mostly it's a what is it? Pretty much it's just light beer. But I have had a phase where I drank vodka mostly, and I would mix it up. But I realized that was
Too much?
it was too powerful, and it just completely consumed me when I was doing it. So I said, no, I'm just gonna go to beer. And then I also did I did do a phase where I did wine, and
Wine gives you bad wake-ups, right?
oh yeah, definitely. But pretty much it's just I've always liked sipping a cold beer. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like it's manageable. I don't usually get into too much trouble. If I do wine or if I do liquor, I usually get in trouble because I'm probably gonna have some beer with that, and it's just I've gotten into trouble a couple times with that, so I just don't mess with it. But the beer is manageable. I could be I can still do things, get things done, or I can be out and not get to any trouble. It's just manageable. I can still think for the most part.
I used to drink too, man. I used to drink, and it seemed like a lot of times I did get in trouble. I had been drinking, but I was drinking like 5 times out of the week. You know, I would always go to the club. I was hustling in the streets, and I always go to the club. And
Yeah, me too. I had a day. I had it every day worked out. Okay, this is the best spot for this day. It's happy hour over here.
yeah.
How much does he drink, anyways?
I don't know, it doesn't even take him that much, but after one, so he drinks that spiked pineapple, still reserves that spiked pineapple, whichever one that is, man. It's like all he needs is one, and I could tell he just barely could take a sip. I could tell, man, his voice inflection changes, his attitude changes. Now he's not even barely coming inside the house. We have a gang of cats, right? A gang. He doesn't clean the fucking litter box, and I come home, it smells like fucking shit. Man, that shit pisses me off, man. And then he thinks that I'm supposed to do it because he's not doing it. No, you're at home 24 hours a fucking day, fool. You can't clean the fucking litter box.
Did you say it was your place or?
Yeah, it's my, well, because when I first moved over here, I had to find a place, man, and my homeboy's chick pushed me out the fucking, she didn't like I was taking away too much attention from my homeboy, man, and, you know, they said, oh, we're going to give you 6 months. 3 months later, I'm already fucking out the door, bro. That bitch talking fucking mad shit to me, talking about, oh, that's why your girl left you, that's why she cheated on you, telling me shit like that, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? I just told my homeboy, man, please don't beat her up, man, because he beats his bitch up, you know. I said, man, please don't beat her up, dog. I'm not gonna say nothing, man. You know. But yeah, so my little brother said he wanted to move over here, so I waited. I was waiting for him, man, and I said I couldn't wait no longer, man. And I already applied at this place, and they was offering me the 1 bedroom. And I was like, I'll talk to the lady. She told me, yeah, just bring his financial information. We could get the 2 bedroom. And I even told him, y'all can get the big bedroom, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not arguing about none of this shit, man. Like, and then he'll go ghost for me. He go ghost for about 2 weeks, man. Then I said, God, I was depending on you, fool. I said, I already got my place, man. I was depending on you. I got the 1 bedroom place, fool. And then I was used to being there by myself. You know, I just got to clean up behind myself. But man, I get home, and especially if I have something to eat, I said, man, how I'm gonna eat and it smells like fucking shit in here, man.
Oh yeah, it
fucking pisses me off, man.
I can't take that stuff.
Yeah, well, his drinking is making him black so much that he doesn't do what he needs to do, man.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like, come on, bro. Like, what the fuck, fool? You know, and he's all I got. He's all I got, man. My little brother's all I got, man. And 'cause I don't talk to the rest of my family members, man. And they're fucked up. My family's fucked up.
I joined the club. But I used to, but I kind of just, probably the alcohol didn't help out.
Yeah, but I don't need fucked up people in my life, man. I don't give a fuck if it's family or what.
Yeah, same here.
But my little,
it's good to just, meet new people.
yeah, but if you're around people who drink all day,
No.
that's not the right people to be around, man. And I tell them, you know, I don't know if they drink all the time or what, or who does what, but I tell them, say, man, y'all not a positive, because I don't like them, man. I don't like them. So y'all not a positive influence on my brother. I said, look, he's out here talking with y'all instead of resting up his feet, man. He feels like he needs to be out here with y'all for what? For
How
what?
old is he?
Shit, he's 49 years old.
Okay.
And just like when I left, about 3:30, 3 something, I left from the house. He was outside with the neighbor's son and shit.
Yeah.
I didn't look like he's been drinking, but he's standing up. Like, damn, fool. He doesn't understand or realize I'm telling him. Your kidneys and your liver's failing, man. They're gonna have to cut off your fucking feet.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I have a friend. He's about 43, I think, or 44. Now he's heavier. I'm basically thin, but he's a heavier guy, and but he's a lot younger than me, and he got diabetes or whatever, or his whatever was happening, but they cut off his. I freaked out because he asked me to if I could come pick him up, and I hadn't talked to him in years, and I was like, this is kind of weird. And I was like, yeah, man. And we've always been on good terms. And he was telling me that his wife was completely disrespecting him, and she had locked him out of the house. And he didn't have the keys to the car, so I had to go pick him up.
So it's better to get off, or
No, you just go straight.
all right.
But he had to have his leg chopped off, and I was freaking out about it because he's a lot younger than me, and I had never seen that. And I was like, I just felt so bad for him.
And people don't understand that alcohol has a lot of sugar, man.
He had to put his arm around me, and I had to help him to get in the car. And I just felt so bad because I was helping out this younger guy that I knew like 20 years ago. And I mean, he showed me a picture of it. It's gory as hell. Like,
They had to cut his foot off. What?
right after they had it done, it looks like it's just a slaughtered animal. Like, their leg is just, you just see all the meat and everything, the bones. And I was freaking out when he showed me that picture. But yeah, that's real deal stuff. That you really will lose something.
Yeah, but that's how it starts, man. Whether your feet's swelling up,
Yeah.
and you're not taking care of it. You're not taking care of it, man. And
Or at least if you gotta go through periods of time when you're not doing it.
because I told him, say, man, you need to rest them feet up so they stop swelling to see if they're gonna swell up again. If they're swelling up again, he doesn't want to go to the doctor or nothing. You know, like I don't.
Did you say if he was heavy or not?
Nah, he's fucking like 80 fucking pounds, man. Skinny as fuck. He been skinny as fuck since a kid, man. Essentially he's like a walking skeleton, man. I don't understand it, man. Like, and see, people who are alcoholics, they don't want to eat because the drinking has more effects when you don't eat.
Exactly. I know. I know it all too well.
Yeah, I used to drink every day, man, but that was like in my 20s and shit. Like, come on, man, I'm 52 now, man.
Oh, and what's really bad is you get so dependent. It's this exit right up here.
Yeah.
You kind of lean when you drink that much. You kind of lean on it.
Yeah.
To go to sleep, and then the thing is that if you stop drinking and you're addicted to it,
it's more than physical now; it's psychological, man.
right? But it's even harder to go to sleep. It's even worse because you're so dependent on it. You know, you just when I had quit, when I had that seizure, I just couldn't sleep, and it was horrible because I wanted a beer.
Yeah.
And it wasn't so much for the sleeping. I was just like, I kind of just wanted to go to sleep just so I could block out the withdrawal symptoms that I had, and then I would get these wicked dreams. You just jump on the highway right there with these guys. I had some of the dreams that I would have when I was trying to go to sleep because I was exhausted. Right, I couldn't go to. I was so. If you've ever been awake so long without sleep, you have that period in between sleep and you're awake, and you could start to dream. You know.
No, I never had that.
Well.
Dreaming when you're like daydreaming, but like really dreaming.
Well, it's kind of like you're laying in bed, you're going to sleep, and you catch your mind start wandering off like early parts of dreaming. Like you start to just. I've noticed that I'll start to dream, but anyways, my body was wanting alcohol so bad, the withdrawal was so bad, I would get these visions of. Some of the scariest, most wicked, horrible images I've ever seen. And it was all because I was so exhausted and my body was wanting alcohol so bad. And you actually, real alcoholics
hallucinate.
They can hallucinate. Yeah, that's one of the symptoms. But I wouldn't call it a hallucination. I knew it wasn't real. I knew what it was, but it wasn't too far from a hallucination. One of the whatever you see, if you like to see scary movies ever at all, you can think of the worst one. I love to watch scary movies, but you could think of the worst one, and all my images in my mind were. They blow away Hollywood. Hollywood, it doesn't have shit on what I was seeing. Because one of the dreams too, it was like there was this demon that was right in front of me, real close, and he was opening his mouth real wide, like he wanted to eat me, like he wanted to take a bite out of me. And his skin. On this coming up street, it's very bumpy, just to let you know. But his skin, you ever seen those LEDs lighting where they rapidly change colors?
Mm-hmm.
That's it was just the skin was just changing colors like real fast, like a rainbow. But this was no rainbow. This was like a demon.
It's like a reptilian or what?
No, it was just like, I would just say like a demon. Like it was like a humanoid person. Their face was right in front of me, like a few inches, and he was opening it up, and he really wanted to take a bite out of me or eat me, and it was the scariest worst image I've ever had in my life. And I tell you, Hollywood doesn't have shit.
On the left?
Yeah, this little one story right here. This is it.
Let me circle back. You get off on that side.
Okay. And you're gonna have to pull into the driveway when you get up there. It's just my cat's up there anyways. She's waiting for me.
She's all the way black?
Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's a little bitch.
Well, have a good one, bro.
All right, man. You have a good one, dude.
Yes, sir.
Good luck with that, man.
Yeah, I try my best, man. I don't.
All right. Yeah, I guess
You gotta just put it in the hands of God,
it's
man.
pretty hard to say, man. A lot of times you have to hit rock bottom, man.
Yeah, you do. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Have a good one.
You too. You have to hit rock bottom. Hey, my little brother, man. Clip y'all.